Urban Therapy with Sun752, and this is your daily Gogetemism number 196 for April 19th, 2015. Wasting time hoping that somebody else doesn't do well. We all know somebody who has done that. We may have even done it ourselves. We sitting around hoping that somebody who has done something wrong to us, or somebody that we don't like, or somebody that has done something wrong to somebody else, hoping that they get theirs. We might not necessarily be down to make it happen ourselves. Like, we ain't trying to go out and get the person. We ain't trying to actually do nothing to them. But we're hoping that karma takes over for them. We're hoping that, God will come down and punish them. We're hoping that something bad happens to them. See, the real problem with that is that that's just negative energy. That's all that is. It's negative energy. It ain't doing you no good. It ain't helping out nothing. It ain't pushing you forward. And even if that person does get theirs, so to speak, if something does happen to them on the negative side of things, what's that really going to be doing for you? On the revenge side of things, you might be feeling like, see, I told them if they kept doing that crazy stuff that they was doing, that eventually it was going to come back on them, and they was going to get theirs. But really, you have to ask yourself, what's that doing for you? For real, what's it doing for you? Because if something bad happens to somebody else, that means that something bad is happening to a whole lot of people. And we all know that sometimes good things happen to bad people. Or should I say, good things happen to people who do bad things sometimes. And we also know that sometimes bad things happen to people who do good things. You know, it, the way that karma works is the way it works. And I'm not even really sure it works, but I know this. You can't call up karma on somebody else. You can't say, well, you know what, because such and such did this and that and whatever, that probably when they try to go for this, they might not have, they're probably not going to have no luck. It don't work that way. If it worked that way, life would be a lot easier. But how it really works is like this. You're not going to be there to see somebody else get theirs, whether it's good or whether it's bad. You might be there to see somebody get theirs as far as good is concerned, and hopefully you are there to congratulate them and you won't be hating on them. But when it comes to people, excuse me, when it comes to people, you know, getting their just desserts, you're probably not going to be there on hand, and you can never properly say that even if they get theirs, that it's for the deed that you know that they did. You can't say that. You know what I'm saying? See, we can't be with anybody else 24/7 in their life, so we don't know when they do good things that may balance off the bad stuff that they do. We just bear witness to the bad stuff that they do, and we base our decisions of whether they should be punished or I don't know what's the opposite of punishment. I don't know. Pleased. I don't know. Whatever. You know, we're basing um, our feelings on them based on what we know that they've done, based on what we witnessed. That's not really fair. That's just like somebody telling you, well, you know what? I saw you run that red light. I saw you run that red light, and there wasn't no red light camera there. And you know what? One day, you probably going to get a ticket or get a boot on your car or something like that because of those red lights you ran. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you get the bear, sometimes the bear gets you. You can't always you can't always judge how something is going to turn out for somebody based on what you've witnessed. You're not there to see the whole story. And nobody is there to see the whole story with you either. I'm sure that there have been things that you have done, that we've all done, that didn't sit well with somebody. It doesn't necessarily mean that it was wrong, but the way that we feel about things often govern the way that we think something should go down or shouldn't go down. The bottom line is, waiting for somebody to get their just desserts is a waste of time. It's a waste of time and good energy, and that's taken away from the good energy time that you can have doing what you supposed to do or what you need to do, or getting advanced in your career or in your love life or in your family or with your social life, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can't go around plotting somebody else's demise, even if they've done you wrong. You know, we have to take a certain responsibility for anything that happens to us. You know, somebody can't, unless somebody put a gun to our heads and made us do something with them or whatever, especially in the case of relationships, because a lot of people feel like if they got cheated on, or um, if they got the runaround in a romantic relationship, that they've really been done wrong, and a part of that is understandable, because it's a matter of the heart, and you don't want nobody putting your heart through the ringer, because it takes a while to get over that. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they're a bad person. You know what I mean? And it doesn't necessarily mean that karma is going to visit them because of something that they've done to you. Think about it. That's a lot of ego. That's an egotistical way for you to think, if you feel like because of what somebody did to you, that God or karma or the universe is going to punish them. Think about that for a minute. So that's why we gotta leave those kind of things alone. Those kind of that kind of thinking alone. One of the best, I'm not gonna say what's best. One of the better things to do is that whenever you feel a negative thought come into your mind, shut it down with something positive. Shut it down immediately. It's a hard thing to do, but if you practice that, you'll get better and better and better. Because sometimes our feelings lie to us. Sometimes our feelings tell us things that are happening that aren't really happening. But I mean, they're happening in our mind because that's the way we feel. They're happening in our heart because that's the way we feel. But in actuality, they aren't always happening the way we perceive them, because we're in our feelings. And it's not always bad to be in your feelings. It's just that sometimes feelings get in the way. Look, I'm not going to beat y'all in the head with this. I ain't going to do it. I ain't going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Just wanted to holler at y'all real quick. Urban Therapy with Sunshine 752. And this is your daily Gogetemism. Remember, good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And try to keep those negative thoughts about people getting, people's downfall out of your mind, because that ain't no way to think. And believe me, if you're thinking that way about somebody else out there is probably thinking the same about you. Maybe not the person that you concentrating on, but somebody out there. You can't please everybody, and it's a stupid thing to even try that. What you do is try to do the best, by the people that you do come in contact with, and be able to sleep at night and feel good about waking up in the morning. And that's the best you can do. It is what it is. The Daily Gogetemism Show, each and every day, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 347-677-1533. Yo, don't you be listening to that? You know she listened to it. You should listen to it too. This shit is hot. And the Urban Therapy with Sun Show every Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m. to around 10-ish. And the reason that we say 10-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a hump day. And we always get heated and have to do a little OT on a hump day. So make sure you always check out the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. Yo, youtube.com/sun752. That's this channel. Make sure that you subscribe to it. Put somebody else on and share these videos. These things is, I'm working hard, yo. I'll holler at y'all later. Get with y'all tomorrow. Be good. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?